So you're probably wondering why my dog is sitting on the review package, and you're probably also wondering why I'm starting the video out like this, because I never start my reviews out like this. So basically, I just ordered a bunch of slimes from his restock and 2 separate orders so I could review them in 2 separate videos, obviously. But he ended up sending them all in one package because it was probably easier for him that way, which is totally fine. But that just explains why this package is so massive. So I will be unboxing half of it in this video and the other half in another video. Bro! Ah! Hey guys! It's slime time. Welcome back to my channel. Unless you're new, then a big welcome to you. This week we are going to be doing a $100 underrated slime shop review. The slimer that you guys chose for this week was SLIMEOBSIDIAN. So before we get on with the video, there's just a couple disclaimers I want to get out of the way. The first thing is that I paid for all of these slimes with my own money that I make off of YouTube. The second thing is that I include shipping in the overall price, so if the slimes come up to less than $100, that is why. And the third thing is, personally my favorite, I started up a brand new YouTube channel at Julia Catherine. I'll have it linked down below if you want to go check it out. I'm just gonna have more stuff for my personal life on there and more things channeled towards my age, so if you think that's even a little bit interesting, I'll have it linked down below. Can we just take a moment? I have my nails painted. They're not overgrown. They actually look kind of nice. They're not chipped. I mean, this is a very rare occurrence for me, so let's just embrace it. So we know this is gonna be a good video because look at this. We're gonna be using some handy dandy scissors and some activator in case any of the slimes got sticky over shipping. As you can see, he wrapped all of his slimes in bubble wrap to prevent them from breaking during the shipping process. Today, we are only going to be reviewing half of these slimes. So 3 of the slimes in this package did suffer a little bit of spillage, but obviously it's nothing too intense. This one just kind of leaked all over the side, but since it's a clear slime, it's a very thin coat of stickiness. This one just kind of oozed out the side, but it's very minimal. And this one did about the same thing. I mean, it's to be expected when you're shipping so many slimes in one package. I did request and email them to try to get them shipped in 2 separate packages to make the filming process easier, but they might not have gotten to my email, or it might have just been easier to ship them all together. So all of his slimes come packaged in these plastic screw top lid containers that pretty much every slimer uses. On the top, he just has his SLIMEOBSIDIAN logo sticker, and on the bottom he has his label with a mini slime warning sheet underneath. Right here I have rose butter. So this slime specifically came with this little foam piece. It kind of feels like it's made out of craft foam. Ooh. This is so cool. I'm not gonna lie, it isn't the thickest butter slime I've felt, but I honestly like them better like this, because this slime is like a really thick slay slime, which is a mix between a butter and a regular slime. And because it's a slay slime, it pretty much lets you get the best of both worlds. I mean, it acts exactly like a regular slime where it's super pokeable. There are some bubble pops, and it's super stretchy. And then because it has some butter slime in it, it is super smooth, creamy, thick, and just super soft and fun to play with. Whoa, this is just so creamy. This kind of also smells like my Mario Badescu rose water. It just looks like this. But basically, if you haven't smelled that before, it smells like a watered down rose with some extra herbs. I love how this scent is really light and not overpowering. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime a 10 out of 10. Up next, we have Ultra Violet. That looks epic. When I poke it, it turns out, there's a bluish purple hue in there. I do have to say my nails do complement this slime really well. So this kind of just feels like your typical clear slime base. It isn't super thick, but it's also not jiggly either. I would definitely say it is on the thicker side, but it is no Snoop Slimes thick. This is just a beauty to look at. This color is just absolutely amazing. I would love to know what pigment he uses to get it like this. Yes. This slime doesn't really have a prominent scent. It just kind of smells like cleaning supplies, but very light, not chemically at all. Just kind of like lemon scented hand wipe. This is just addicting to play with because it looks so cool. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime a 10 out of 10. So as you can tell, when the slime clears up, it obviously gets a lot lighter, but now it looks like it almost has like a silky, smooth, metallic color to it. Up next, we have a peach of my heart. Just look at how full this slime is. It's like overflowing off the sides before I even open it up. So we just have these iridescent glitters on the top that kind of shift from white back to blue. And then we just have this really cute charm. Holy thickness. Okay. This is definitely a clear base foam. It isn't the crunchiest foam that I've come across, but it is definitely very good at sizzling. And I like how we strayed away from those typical normal sized foam beads, which are a little bit bigger. These ones in here are actually micro foam beads. And I personally like those so much better because they feel a lot more fluid in the slime instead of kind of feeling like bulky add-ons. The slime is super, super stretchy. Sometimes with really, really sizzly or crunchy floams, I have a problem with the slime breaking, but this is definitely one of the stretchier floams that I've come across. Ooh. This smells so delicious. It kind of smells like peach high chews. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime a 10 out of 10. No surprise there. Up next, we have Obsidian Cloud. Ooh. So on the top of the slime, we have some hollow triangle glitters, along with some fine pink and black iridescent glitters. Whoa. Okay. So let's just mix this all up. This slime is really cool. It honestly reminds me of kinetic sand. And as you can probably tell, this is gonna be so good at drizzling. I mean, come on. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see all of the little snow granules inside of the slime, which is obviously to be expected because it is so drizzly. You're gonna need a lot of fake snow in there. And because the slime is black, it is a lot easier to see it. So I'm not really gonna complain about that because under these circumstances, it is to be expected. This is just super soft and smooth and satisfying to stretch. I also love that it is super, super thick and amazing at drizzling, but it is not rippable at all. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see it, but there's just like layers of black cloud on my desk and all over my hands. And it does this weird like pilly thingy on the slime. I guess there is a give and a take for how drizzly and thick and beautiful and stretchy the slime is to the amount of snow fallout. It kind of smells like man's cologne, which is kind of like that rich allspice or ginger scent mixed with cookie dough. The most unique scent combo that my nose is smelling. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime an 8 out of 10. I really did love this slime, but the snow fallout everywhere was just, it was a lot. Up next, we have Oreo fudge frosting. So at the top of this slime, we just have these little chocolate chip looking things. They look so realistic and they are so cute. Oh, holy thickness. So this honestly feels like her rose butter slime, but thicker. This feels closer to a butter slime than a sleigh slime. It is so incredibly stretchy and smooth and soft and creamy. I love the little detail that those chocolate chips add into the slime. They are so adorable. I wish there were a couple more of those chocolate chips in there. This is just my personal preference, but I do think it would look a lot better if you could see them while you were playing with the slime. This slime would be a perfect road trip slime because it is just so thick. You don't have to worry about this melting all over your hands and getting on your mom's car seats. This also smells exactly like the name. Oh my gosh. It smells so good. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime a 9.8 out of 10. Yes, I'm being very, very picky about this because I do wish there were more of those little chocolate chip chunks or whatever they were supposed to be in there. Right here we have Butterfly Icy. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these iridescent glitters at the top of the slime and then this like iridescent butterfly. I'm not really sure what to call it. Oh my gosh, the aesthetic is so real. Ooh. This is a very sizzly, icy slime texture. This was definitely made with clear slime because I can tell by the way it feels.
Look at this. This is an aspen. You can tell that it's an aspen tree because of the way it is.
This is super smooth, creamy, thick, and somehow spreadable. So I have no idea why. I seem to have this problem with a lot of my slimes, just getting stuck to my desk. Maybe it's just my desk, but some slimes don't do this that have an icy texture, so I'm not really sure. It's so sizzly, just listen. Personally, I love to just squish icy slime textures and let it melt into my hands. It's just so smooth, soft, and creamy. It feels like I'm playing with frosting almost. I don't know why this slime smells a lot like a tulip to me. It just smells exactly like spring and I love it. So there is a good amount of snow fallout, but that's probably because the slime is just so thick. I mean, there is a give and a take. So overall, I'm gonna give this slime a 9 out of 10. I just had a little bit of a problem with the slime getting stuck to my desk and the snow fallout on my hands. Last but definitely not least, we have a Cinnamon Toast Crunch Crispy Slime. This is such a unique texture. Holy crap. I don't think I've ever reviewed a Slimer that's done this texture before. Whoa, this is so cool. Oh, buddy. This slime feels like it has a school glue and glue all base because it does feel very thick and creamy, but it also has a thinner texture to allow it to have that many pops and crackles. And then inside the slime, it kind of feels like they have those little pellets. They're like smaller fishbowl beads almost. This is such a unique texture. Oh, I love it. I'm just gonna call those little slushy beads pellets. I don't know, because I wanna. He added the perfect amount of little pellets in here, just enough to give it an amazing crunch, but not too many that it starts to hurt your hands. It honestly feels therapeutic when you play with this slime, because the pellets aren't sharp at all. They just feel like really smoothed over little rocks. And they're also very dense, which gives the slime a lot of substance. My forearms almost hurt from squeezing this slime so much. It's addicting. This is also a super tiny detail, but I thought it was worth mentioning. This slime just has little fine black glitters in here to look like, I'm not really sure, maybe some type of seasoning or brown sugar. This slime is also mega stretchy. And just so much fun to squish in general because of how crunchy it is. It also smells exactly like the name. It kind of reminds me of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Overall, I'm gonna give this slime like a 12 out of 10. I just love the creativity behind this slime texture. It isn't a slime texture that you typically see on the market these days. Extras! So can we just start with the fact that he absolutely spoiled me with candies? First, I got a full-size pack of Skittles and Starbursts, and then I honestly haven't seen this brand of candy since my childhood. I mean, I'm talking like I'm actually like maybe 40 years old. I'm only 16. But anyway, I haven't seen these in so long. Little baby bottle pops, these used to be my jam. And then I got a little SLIMEOBSIDIAN wristband, which is so cute and it just matches his aesthetic really well. So inside of that little cellophane package, we just have a SLIMEOBSIDIAN business card. I'll be sure to link all of his stuff down below if you want to go check him out as well. And then a slime care sheet. I got an airhead and some borax. So overall, I really love this slime package from SLIMEOBSIDIAN. I love how creative and adventurous he is with some of his slime textures, scents, add-ons, etc. I like how he doesn't always follow the typical trends of all the other Slimers in their slimes that they're selling. I like how he's creating his own base and foundation of slime textures. Despite him having a bunch of followers on Instagram, I definitely would say he is one of the underrated slime shops. I personally think he's equally as deserving to get as much clout as all of the other slime shops. So I'd just like to thank SLIMEOBSIDIAN for this awesome slime package. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that big red subscribe button down below and the little post notification bell right next to it to get notified every time I post a new video. By doing this, you'll become a member of the hashtag notification squad and one of my timers. So make sure to stay tuned with my account to see when the second half of this review goes up, where I review the other 7 slimes in the package. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be sure to see you all next week. Bye!